Can't touch this. 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 Can't touch this.
Yerp. What's good, Flock family? You already know what time it is. Welcome back to Big Flock Shit, the realest Ravens talk in the game, straight out of Baltimore, where the grind never stops and the purple runs deep. I'm your host, Shells the Hoodie Mac, holding it down for the whole Flock Nation. We got a big show lined up. The Ravens hitting their bye week, trade rumors heating up, and a lot of folks wondering what moves got to happen for this team to get back in playoff talk. Before we dive in, you know I can't do this alone. Riding shotgun with me. Got my dog, my co-pilot on this flock flight. Trey Holiday in the building.
Trey Holiday in the building. Big flock shit.
What's good, bro? You looking real sophisticated.
Hey, man, it's a bye week. Gotta get in the front office, bro. Gotta get in the front office, bro. Gotta get in the front office. Let me clean my shit up one time. We gotta figure some shit out, man. I'm here for it. Let's go.
Hey, man, facts, man. We got injuries, headlines. We got a schedule that ain't gonna let up. So let's break it all down and talk about what's real. Sit back, let's rep the city and lock in, because right now you're tuned in to Big Flock Shit.
Shut.
All right. Week 7 bye week. With the Ravens off in week 7, what should be the focus? Should it be rehab, injury recovery, schematic adjustments, rest, or getting ahead of the scouting, trade, or wave options? How you feel about that, Holiday?
You know, I feel like when I go to work, I see a lot of people in the office.
Mm-hmm.
And different people have different responsibilities. Because at the end of the day, every single day, multiple things need to get done. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So I cannot really put any kind of hierarchy on the list that you just gave, my brother. You feel me?
Okay.
I cannot deny rehab because we need 8 healthy as soon as possible. You feel me?
I think that's the number one key. Health.
Unfortunately, there are a slew of other things that I feel like can't go unattended because it's niggas that got a job to make sure he's healthy. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So
I feel you on
that. Worry about that.
But that's why I'm saying I think this is a whole organizational thing. I think everybody needs to be on their job, from everybody that wears the fucking purple in the organization that has their Ravens on their uniform. Everybody needs to be up on their job 110%. So what we really need is all our guys to, number one, get as healthy as possible. Whoever can get healthy, let's get them healthy. From Lamar to Roquan to Project Pat to, you know what I'm saying, everybody that can possibly be healthy, please take care of your bodies. Please take care of what you need to take care of. Please do your rehabs so that you guys can be ready. Yeah, what you gonna say?
I just want to also say that mental health is real. So for the people on the team who aren't battling physical ailments, you feel me? Please also take a moment during this bye and attend to some of your mental ailments, you feel me? Because the shit that's going on in our organization is crazy. So
It is.
Maybe they need to get their
That's.
minds together as well. For those not stepping on the field.
I'm not. I don't disagree with you on that for real because it is. It does seem to be like a mental thing creeping in into the back of their minds that once something goes bad, that it's going to continue to go bad, and they allow it to go that way. You know what I'm saying? That does happen a lot on this team. That's why I always point at the coach when that happens. Because it's like, how does the team like get so lost? Why don't you give them assurance? Why don't you tell them what they need to do? Why don't you make them believe that they are capable of doing the things that you believe they can do? That's why I always went to the coach. Like, yeah, the players have to go out there and play, but they also have to be motivated to play as one. That's the only way we can win if they all playing as one. So yeah, bro, I'm with you on that, man. It's kind of crazy, right now.
It's very crazy, bro. It's very crazy, just to be honest with you. But you know,
But yeah, I mean, we definitely. I think if I had to like put it in a list, I would definitely go injury first, health. Then I would go with probably um. See, I'm struggling between if it's scheme or players when it comes to the offense and defensive line, because both of those need to be addressed. I don't know if we need to figure out something schematically that we could, you know what I'm saying, have them become more successful. So I don't know if it's the coaches or if it's the players just not capable. We just need to get better players in there. So I'm like, I'm on the fence of what could be. They like equally like two A and two B type shit for real.
you know, brother Matt. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing about why it's hard for me to put physical player rehab number one, because like we look bad before niggas started getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah,
even if they come back healthier or fully healthy, but other things aren't addressed to make us a better team, we had a possibility to still fail. And we aren't at a position coming out of this bye week where failure is an option.
that's a fact. That's a fact. And like, granted, since we love to bring up history, especially when it comes to John Harbaugh. The good thing about John Harbaugh is he doesn't have a bad record come after a bye. We usually win that game coming off a bye. So that is a bright spot and something that he has flourished in his career, even though we love to bring up all his failures. You know what I'm saying? We love to bring that up, me included, me, the number one, you know what I'm saying, John Harbaugh hater for real. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give him some props on that one. But he got to come up with he needs to be extremely um I don't want to say like no. I think he should be at the micromanaging portion of his offense and defensive coordinators. You should be micromanaging them. You know what I'm saying? You should be up on every call. You should be listening and you should be knowing what's going on every single aspect of the
Yo,
game.
you know something that I would like love to see, but we never gonna see, and maybe for good reason. What if like John just came out Sunday like, all right, give me the defensive play card. I'm calling defensive
I
plays
ain't
this
never
week. I'm calling the plays this week.
Never.
You feel me?
He
I'm
would
calling the plays this week.
never.
I was looking at Andy Reid calling the offensive plays, you feel me? And I was just like, damn, I ain't never seen my coach hold a play card.
Never.
Facts.
Ever.
But
because that's not what he do.
I do want to.
That's what.
I want to do.
Go ahead.
A brief my fault. I do want to take a brief interruption, bro. Yeah, this work. You feel me? Even we don't normally do this on this particular show. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But despite anything else, you feel me? The Ravens did play the Rams this past weekend. You feel me?
We did.
And although, you know, I hate to see my team lose again, the Rams were the team of our guy Cat. You feel me?
Yeah.
Cat, y'all got the W. You feel me? So why not one time for Cat, just in respect to the Ravens versus the Rams this week? You feel me? One time for my man Cat. You feel me?
One time for my man Cat. Oh.
My part.
Yeah, he'd have been smoking on Ravens pack all week. All week. He'd have been smoking on Ravens pack. All right. So let's move on.
What else you got? Yes, sir.
Unless you had something else you wanted to, you know what I'm saying, speak on as far as this bye.
Man, listen.
We got a couple more minutes.
Niggas gotta be willing to make some changes and adjustments, bro. You know what I'm saying? We can't continue to make Lamar do it on his own. This man 8 years in, you know what I'm saying? And if we want to see him for another 7 to 10 and not another 3 to 5 or 5 to 6, like, yo, we can't expect them to have to do everything and take 7 sacks. I haven't forgot about that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, like,
so,
dog, his value has been fucking shown in these last couple weeks.
Indeed. But
like,
it also has exposed the organization, pardon me.
It's proven why the fans, why we feel the way we feel about Lamar Jackson. We know he been saving our asses for the last how many years. We've been telling them, the organization, to get this guy some talent, get this guy some help, get this guy some help. But no, they put it all on his shoulders, and when he can't get us over the hump, everybody pointing at him, and he got to take all the criticism. When really it's the organization not giving him everything he needs to succeed. Get him a good coach. Get him somebody that's going to actually know what they doing and call the game how they supposed to be called. Put him in the right position, because he having to save the day. You went and got all this. You build up this defense. That's what I'm saying. The constant you spent all this money on the defense, and the defense is trash. When you should have been fucking getting offensive linemen so we could and we still putting up 30 when Lamar and that bitch. We still all average 30 fucking points. But you take him out, and this same fucking offense with these same fucking offensive linemen and these same bum ass niggas can't score 10 points in a game. That shit is crazy. So he's fucking improving his value again. Again. This is why he win MVPs. This is why we say he the MVP every year. Because it's been the same shit. This ain't Falele first fucking year. He been there. He been trash. We never liked this nigga. Ever. But that's your, hey John, that's your mans. That's your mans though. That's your mans. Speaking of Falele, and this motherfucking 1-5 start What you think the posture should be, man? Should we double down, swing for impact, or should we start cutting bait and retool for 2026? What do you think we should do? Do you think? What do you think? Because I know one
Can you
guy that needs to
restate that
go.
question?
Okay, given where we are at 1-5,
Mm-hmm.
what should our posture be? Should we
Okay.
double
Okay.
down?
Mm.
Should we swing for impact? Or
Mm-hmm.
should we just start cutting bait and retool?
You gotta swing for impact. You know what I'm saying? You got to swing for impact, and this is. I'm glad you even said this, and I don't even know how I got here, but I'm gonna take it there. You feel me? This is
Let's
why.
go.
This is why the people was in an uproar when Kyle Hamilton said that the fans was getting spoiled. You feel me? Because before anything else, Steve Bisciotti, the owner of this team, said it's time to fucking win again. If the owner says it's time to win again, you can't be mad at the fans for us to be expecting to put something out on the field that's gonna fucking win. That's straight up. Now, as far as like, yo, this is not a team we have too good of a quarterback to ever just say, let's just start working on next year. Because he can do something for you. He can do a lot for you. You know what I'm saying?
A lot.
And
I agree.
yo, he don't need a lot of help. He needs some help. You know what I'm saying? But if you ask me, if we come out this bye week with no changes outside of the release of CJ Garner-Johnson, I'm going to think that the Ravens organization is carrying it the latter for the two things you just said. But me, in my opinion, there's no way that we can carry that energy with Lamar Jackson at quarterback. There's no way that we can waste another year of Lamar Jackson like we haven't wasted at least 6 already.
I think we need to double down and swing for impact. I think we need to make some tough changes. I think we need to really, really be aggressive going into the trade deadline. I think we're gonna cut some ties with some players that we love it dearly, but we're gonna need to make some tough decisions to really get where we need to go. Because how it really is looking, we only played one game in our division, just one game. So we still got the whole divisional fight. We still got a lot of winnable games to come. And it's not outside of the Ravens to catch some type of spark and go off and win 10 straight games. That's not crazy. To where it's like we didn't won games, the way our next tough game could possibly be maybe the Patriots, depending on how they continue to be successful. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe the Green Bay Packers. And we talking about week 16, 17. You know what I'm saying? The end of the season. So we do have an opportunity to salvage this season here and come out with, you know what I'm saying, over 10 wins. You feel me? Even if we lose one, we could still get 10 wins and win the division. Because while we had all our tough games in the beginning of the year, the other teams in our division still got to play these teams. The Steelers still got to see the Lions. They still got to see, you know what I'm saying, all these other teams that we see. For the most part, well, they may not got to see the Bills or the Chiefs because they don't win divisions. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? We had some tough teams that it's like, all right, we get an opportunity to get our get back in the playoffs for those teams. We didn't have an opportunity. The NFC teams, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And it really wasn't Well, and it was only the Lions, and then in the Super Bowl, I love to get my get back that for them.
Just to make sure I'm clear in my understanding.
Yes, sir.
Regardless of how anything goes, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we won all our divisional games, we would make the playoffs, right?
No, we still gotta like have a like equal or better record than the second place team. So
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? So like if we win all our division games and then say we got the same record as the Steelers, we gonna win the division because we didn't beat them twice. You know what I'm saying?
So
So by them only having like one loss, say if they lose a couple more and then we beat them those two times and we got the same amount of losses at the end of the season, we need to win those two games in order to claim that. We can't have a tiebreaker because a tiebreaker
right,
is going to start coming down to those
right.
AFC games and who won this and they won that. We got to win both. We got to win in Pittsburgh and we got to win at the crib.
So what was fucking my head up, yo, is like when like niggas be like division like winners, but like a team with a better record be the wild card team. But it was making me think that if you win your division, like your whatever your division record is, but it's not that. It's just being the best team in your division. But my mind is just thinking of this is what happens, bro. This is what happened when your team doing so bad and people want to ask you, can you still make the playoffs? You start thinking all the possibilities, yo. The shit is, and that's why
it's
I said the mental
like,
health is
Vegas
real too, yo.
Vegas still having you making the playoffs. Niggas know Vegas be having some other information. So that's why they be leaning on like, well, the odds still say this. I don't know why the odds still say that. You know what I mean? But they still got us making the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? They still like, all right, because we lost that last game, they had to put Pittsburgh as the favorites. But they barely the favorites. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they still don't believe, nobody still believes that we not gonna get this shit the fuck together. It's just like, yo, if you listen to the people who do this shit for a living, of course they gonna put extra sauce. Of course they gonna stomp on us when we down because they all picked us to win. Ain't nobody tell y'all to pick us to fucking win. Y'all should keep fucking hating on us like y'all love doing. Like y'all always been doing. Y'all never believed in us. Y'all always talked about my quarterback. Y'all always talked about my team. Now all of a sudden, y'all wanted to believe this year? Like, nah, niggas, keep that same energy all year. Do not switch that shit the fuck up. Never pick us to win. Please. Shot for cat on that. You feel me?
Never turn out. Just turn
but
up,
yeah,
turn
yo.
up, turn up, turn
up. For sure, man. But look, man, with all these injuries, though, you know what I'm saying, and these, like we were saying, these death concerns, who you thinking is expendable? I mean, Mark Andrews. I hate that Keaton Mitchell name has been thrown out there. You know what I'm saying? Or do you think we should just try to use future picks and be like, fuck it, we going for it now. Fuck the future picks. Let's just use these picks. You know what I mean? And who is non-negotiable? Who you feel like is non-negotiable?
Which one first, yo?
All right, let's talk about who expendable. Oh, you want to go to non-negotiable? Okay.
Let me start with it. I'm going with the non-negotiables because I'm thinking about the future of this team.
Okay.
What we can still do in the next couple of years. So, of course, Lamar Jackson, number one, non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. He's definitely on no trade
Zay
clause.
Flowers, non-negotiable.
Okay.
Isaiah Likely, non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. I agree.
And even though it's directly against what you just said, yo, for me personally, yo, Keaton Mitchell is non-negotiable. You know what I'm saying? Yo, if we let him go, we're gonna watch him go somewhere and just run it up. Yo. We're gonna feel like the Giants watching Saquon Barkley, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Like we could possibly have like another like Priest Holmes situation on our hands. To where it's like, damn, we had a nice ass nigga, you feel me? We let him go and then he go fucking kill it in Kansas City, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Go
And what if he
fucking
went to
break
Kansas City?
records and shit.
How sick would we be? You know what I'm saying? How sick would we be, bro?
That's been the trade rumor. The trade rumor has been like Kansas City has interest because you know they need a running back. They like their running backs don't have no like real flash, no real spark, no real it factor. They just they got two backup running backs at this point. Not that Kareem Hunt at one point he was that guy. It's just that he went through so much and he you know how you just fall into like a role. He fell into a backup role, so he don't have that same 30 carries no more.
I'm just saying this, yo. If
I'm just telling you why they saying that's what they thinking.
If Keaton Mitchell end up on the Chargers, bro, this shit is some kind of collusion, bro. You know what I'm
saying? It's definitely a collusion and they cheat. Because you know Amari Hatton just got hurt. So they need a running back.
That's why I said that.
But
that's why I said that.
If you're not giving me your best, I don't want to trade Keaton or any. If we not getting your best defensive player, so like for me, while I love this guy, you feel me, and he wears as to talk about who's expendable. You was talking about a non-negotiables. Rashad Bateman. I'm sorry, buddy. The Raiders want to get rid of Jacoby Myers. So they're going to need a fucking receiver. But I need fucking Max Crosby, bro. I need a game changer at fucking defensive end. Defensive line. I need a game changer. Or if not that, go get me the big defensive guy that's wrecking shit in Tennessee. Tennessee is trash. They probably can use a good receiver and an abatement to build with what's the name. But I need this defense better. This defense cannot. I can't have this. I can't have this. I can't have this on defense. And I love you, B. You feel me? You my guy. You wear my number 7. You're a complete receiver. And I hate that you're not getting opportunities. They don't look at you like they should be looking at you. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even. I'd rather you go get featured like you're supposed to get featured. Because they gonna look at Zay. And they gonna give Zay the plays they should give to you. Because Zay be doing shit that he shouldn't even be doing. You don't call the quick outs to Zay. You don't call the quick hitches to Zay. You let Zay get out in that open and, you know what I mean? But no, they call it all the plays to Zay. They're not giving you the looks that you're supposed to be getting. But if you can, you know what I'm saying? We can help each other. You can go get, because you want to be a superstar. You want to be a fucking fashion guy. You want to be one of those hot motherfucking diva-ass fucking receivers. You could probably go do that in Tennessee with a freshman quarterback. But I need that defense attack for real. And I'm forgetting his name right now, you know what I'm saying? But y'all get in the chat and y'all put that shit in the chat for real. But yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I just, yeah, man.
I'm not with it. I'm not with separating
we
the
going.
bait
I'm
and do it.
yo. I feel you. I feel you. But you know what? You know what our problem is? We got too many weapons. We don't know what the fuck to do. So we be confused. We get so confused that we become predictable on trying to get niggas to football. We become predictable on trying to get niggas to football because we can only get niggas every time fucking 10 come in, you know what play they doing? What play they doing when 10 come in, bro? A fade to
Oh,
10.
yeah. Sideline, back shoulder, something like that.
They do the
If you got
same
one-on-one
shit.
coverage, you know what I'm saying?
But still, that don't mean you can't call another route. You act like he can't run
No,
no
I'm
other
no. I'm
route.
just saying when niggas said, "Hey yo, this my thing, yo."
He can't get
On
the
a
same amount of yards on the post.
on an offense show, I'm not judging nothing on the offense by like what I've seen this year. You feel me? It's just shit
I
is so
am. I am.
chaotic, bro.
I'm judging
I
these
can't.
niggas.
You feel me? So it's like
That's what.
when niggas
Ooh.
like, I just feel like, all right, we just seen last season what the offense can really like do. So it's just like with me, like, yo, what the fuck is going on that we not doing what we did last year? What's the problem? And I don't feel like
Bro,
it's a personnel thing. You feel me? I don't feel
it's
like
not. It's not a
Bate
personnel
can't
thing.
get enough. You feel me? Because Bate was jamming last year. It's just the shit all together is fucked up right now. You feel me?
And that's the real. And I get you, bro. It's like to me, it's always been hardball, but it's our fucking. It's the trenches, bro. Like what you like last year. We like almost like led the league in sacks, right? We can't get to the quarterback. We let niggas go. We banked on niggas that you drafted because we love believing in our draft picks and stick with our draft picks forever. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, so we had to get rid of Clowney because we need Oway because we got Oway. Oway, we can't be giving snaps away from Oway. Even though Clowney was doing the things we needed him to do.
Now Ove gone.
So it's like, yeah, and now he gone. And now we don't have neither one of these niggas. And we still drafting in the first and second round on defense instead of offensive line. That's all we was talking about. We need to go offensive line. Offensive line. I wish we can trade up and get Will Campbell. I wish we can trade up and get one of these fucking offensive linemen because we need a fucking generational offensive lineman. Ronnie Stanley is not it. He ain't never one of them niggas that you drafted and just keep getting chance after chance after chance after chance after chance.
How many years Ronnie Stanley been in the league?
I don't know, yo. But I
I think I
all
think
I
I
know
think Ronnie
is
I think his era might just be past. You feel me? Because like Ronnie Stanley, you feel me?
because
When he wasn't hurt, yo had
he
some good
ain't
years.
been number one healthy enough. He ain't been healthy enough for us to really see his potential. And then when he did come in last year, he was the most penalized fucking offensive lineman in the goddamn league. Always jumping off sides, always lining up, and it's like, yo, all right, you out there because we need you and we paid you as our best fucking lineman. But then you always hurt. You can't even really fucking get down in the fucking offensive stance to really get low enough. Niggas just running around you. And thank God Lamar got the athleticism he has. We really would have Joe Burrow. How did that nigga would be hurt like Joe, yo? You know what I'm saying? If he ain't have the athleticism that he has, bro. And that's what I be mad at, because it's like, yo, he about to be 30. He don't want to keep fucking running around all the time. He didn't master this shit to see. He didn't master the fucking pocket. He want to fucking grow in that. And then fucking use his legs to, you know what I'm saying? Keep winning championships. But no, if y'all just like, yeah, Lamar, just go out there and win it for us. You can do it, Lamar. Win it for us. Yeah. Man, fuck that, man. Fuck that. Fuck that. So man, we need immediate change. Or change immediately for us to
I
salvage
want to
this season.
say Kyle Hamilton, Nate Wiggins, non-negotiable.
Non-negotiables. They non-negotiables. For sure. They non-negotiables. Well, all right. If we want to go Kyle, non-negotiable. You know what I'm saying? Roquan, if you don't lose some weight, and get faster, you negotiable. Because you was
Roquan
not.
is completely negotiable at this point.
You're negotiable, bro. I think it's one of those, like, you remember when Bray had to lose some weight to become a little faster because he was getting a little older. You know what I'm saying? To move from sideline to sideline. I think he's going through one of those situations. I think he a fat nigga
How much
for real.
older was Ray was getting? You feel me? Because
He was
that nigga
around the same
Roquan,
age. He was
he
around the
was
same
about
age,
the
bro.
same age. You feel me?
Roquan in his 30s, bro.
No, he not.
He about
He
29,
like
30.
about 29, yo. But listen, yo, 28, 29, like
But yo,
that's
his
no
soul
excuse,
is
yo.
30. His soul is 35. When you listen to Roquan talk,
That nigga country, nigga. You feel me? That's it, bro.
no, it's still
That
country niggas
nigga,
that's YNs.
hey yo,
We got
fuck that,
it's still
yo.
country niggas that YNs. That nigga's a whole
He got
soul,
that
bro.
motherfucking check and started wearing designer, and he ain't been the same since.
Started chilling,
That
and
nigga's
it's
a model.
also, and that's what it is. Niggas became superstars. Like when you playing with Lamar, and that's the thing about the false Pro Bowlers. Y'all niggas is like, no, it's playing with Lamar. Because these niggas don't go nowhere else and still be Pro Bowlers. They don't go nowhere else and still be Pro Bowlers. Nobody. So stop that shit. You know what I mean? I don't care how many Pro Bowlers we have. It's only because of one nigga. It's 8. He making them look good. You feel me? He making them look good. And that's what's pissing me off about the defense, because
Does
all
it
y'all niggas gotta do is
better?
give fucking effort. All y'all gotta do is get effort, man.
You want
Effort.
closer than close? Yeah.
All right, we
Originals, they
almost
never will be.
real shit, man.
From coast to coast. Yeah. We're just trying to make you
Man,
see. Nobody does it better. Shout out to 8, man.
nobody,
I did all
nobody.
that. I did all that.
I know. I just had to, yeah, I mean, one more time,
Back,
because
man.
that's a
Once you
fact.
finally realize what was going on, you're like, yeah,
All right. Well,
yeah,
speaking of that, let's just get to the last segment. You feel me?
let's get
With
it.
it, the one and only Lamar Jackson expected to be back after the bye. Where do you expect the biggest impact? Pass rush, coverage, play calling, running game, and which trade or roster move would be the fastest level to pull up? I mean, fastest lever to pull. I'm sorry.
Okay, so with Lamar coming back, I think that biggest impact gonna be like on the run game. You feel me?
Run game. I agree.
I think he gonna open the run game back up. Not to say he's not gonna still be dominant with his arm, but I really imagine a strong finish from Derrick Henry. You feel me? I imagine a strong finish from Derrick Henry. He's not gonna have no kind of record numbers. It's dead for that. But them be the
I mean,
time when niggas win
it's
shit, yo.
not.
When
It's
it ain't about
not
all the
there for
stats.
that.
You feel me? You feel me? But strong finish. You feel me? Trade impact. I honestly don't feel like you're gonna necessarily go out and find a trade that's going like automatically make the offensive line like that much better. That's gonna be worth like whatever compensation somebody might want. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like offensive line wise, like coaches gotta get the coaching. You gotta make some adjustments. You gotta make some changes if need be.
You gotta get
You got
some
people in
other
house.
opportunities.
Just figure out some shit. Go back to what y'all was doing before, y'all. Rotate niggas. Maybe Daniel Falele don't need to be playing every single snap. Mix and number
Yo,
somebody.
they thinking like Harbaugh's like reasoning, because I didn't heard him say this. His reasoning for not doing that is that he thinks he becomes predictable. But in football, you can literally tell the defense to play. If he can't move you out the way, if you execute, it's still gonna you're still gonna be successful. So all that like, yo, I mean, like, no, yo, you gotta, because you still calling the play that this nigga can't even, like, you're not fooling nobody, because they know that he can't complete this play if you call it. So at least if it, you know what I'm saying, at least put somebody in there that can move, that can, if you got this nigga pulling, because that's what it is. It's a lot of pulling. It's a lot of like, yo, you gotta get here to here real fast. And we not getting there. We like the defensive linemen, they getting through the motherfucking line. They getting, they penetrating before our offensive linemen, and we know the snap. And they get in there, they beating us to the spot. So it's like, yo, he too slow. That's why he always on the ground. That's why he always holding or doing some dumb shit. Got our fucking quarterbacks running for their lives, letting our running backs get hit in the backfield. And it's like, the shit I don't like about Harbaugh is just like, yo, it don't seem like he like holding niggas accountable for that tape. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that like pisses me off. Cause it's like, yo, I know you watching what's on tape. What excuses you allowing him to tell you to make that okay to allow him to keep his job right there? What excuse is he telling you to allow you to keep your job? I don't understand it. That's why I feel like he the number one guy in Bible study, bro. For Lele. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I don't get it, man. This shit pissing me off. And it's not just 77, it's the whole offensive line, but I think it started with 77. He started the bad play on the offensive line this year. And in previous years. And it's just, and he right next to 70. 70 can't get, 70 is good, but when you next to it, you play when you know you gotta like pick up the slack for whoever you next to. You know he ain't gonna run his route the way he's supposed to run his route. That you gotta like, all right, I got, you know what I'm saying? You can't normally just flow into your normal. Just do your job. You can't just do your job. And that's the shit that's just annoying for real, yo. Like, we gotta fix the offensive line. We gotta fix the defensive line. It's like, yo, I don't understand. It's like, them niggas just really dance. They dance with the offensive line. We dance with the offensive line. Nobody, like, moves nobody out the way. We never see the opposing offensive line on the ground. They never on the ground. But our offensive line is always on the ground. How make it make sense, yo? But these niggas get paid millions of dollars, yo. Millions of dollars to figure this shit out. But they still go out there and allow the same product to be presented to the fans. And I ain't with it. I ain't with it at all. All right, Flock. That's going to do it for us on this week's episode of Big Flock Shit. I appreciate y'all for rocking with us and keeping the energy strong. You see, we be turned up as a motherfucker in here. You know what I'm saying? You already know how I go. But if you vibe with today's episode, hit that like, drop a comment, and let us know, you know, what moves the Ravens should do, man, before this deadline, or what we need to step up, you know what I mean, after the bye. And, you know, let us hear from the Flock. You know what I'm saying? And big shout out to my guy, Trey Holiday. We always in the building, holding it down as always. Got any closing remarks?
Just to finish my answer. And if we gotta make a trade before the deadline, we need to improve the pass rush.
For sure. I appreciate it. I'm sorry if I went a little too crazy on that last spot, you know what I'm saying? But you know how I go, man. Yeah, shit is what it is. But always, man, until next time, stay loyal. We're going to stay loud, and always remember, win or lose is always Big Flock Shit, baby. Till next week.
Can't touch this. 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 Can't touch this.